When a Union general read orders in Galveston, Texas, stating all enslaved people in the state were free according to federal law, Juneteenth was designated a federal holiday in 2021. We have a lot to get into, so let's get into it. Greetings, royal queens and kings. I'm so excited, so excited, so excited, so excited. Listen here, we have so much to be excited about, and I want you to get pumped up. I need you to get up out of your seats, and I need you to really feel this moment. Um, let's go ahead and introduce our studio audience. Hello, studio audience. And then we have a co host tonight. It is Sammy. Sammy, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, good evening, Queen Tulsa and the Butterfly Lounge. Yes, it is your girl Sammy. Thank you so much for having me up on the panel this evening. Forgive me, you guys. Queen, you are over there looking amazing. Listen, I am winding down for the night, so forgive me. I'm not going to be on camera today, but yes, I'm excited to be here. Queen, you always bring some great history and information. So I'm excited to see what you have in store and just, join you on this topic and conversation this evening.
Absolutely. Oh, we have, all right. Thank you so much. The air has brought Mother her royal, okay, her royal glass um, of happy hour. Is it happy hour? We're going to use Kool-Aid as happy hour today. Okay, now listen here because this is a
I love
family
it.
friendly environment. Okay, now listen here. I want you guys to get into it. This is Lamique, okay, the most inclusive clean color cosmetics brand made here in America. And listen here, as seen on CBS Mornings, HSN, CNBC. Listen here, I have a 15% discount code for you all. So if you all want to screenshot this, definitely do so. Shop, shop, shop. This is very much so clean, a clean brand of makeup. So screenshot that so you can get 15% off absolutely on your next purchase. And understand this, Lamique are the first Black owned certified clean beauty brand on Ulta.com. So listen here. What I have today is I have Iconic. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's called Iconic. And listen here. This is not only a lip gloss, this is also a moisturizer. Mm. Oh, don't you just see? And it just moisturizes you, and it does not take much. And I'll say this lasts me a long while, because sometimes you'll have to like keep applying, keep applying, keep applying. With this brand, you don't have to. So listen here, Sammy. With that being said, and shout out to Lameek, Miss Kim Roxy. You can find her on Instagram. We'll plug it all into the description of this video. Now, this live
That sounds
broadcast. Okay.
amazing.
Now get into
Nothing
this.
like
Are
a
you
good lip gloss.
nothing like a look good lip gloss and moisturizer? So listen here,
Yes.
Sammy, you already know what time it is. Do you know what
Okay.
time it is? It's
I
time for
think it's time for Queen City.
Queen City in five, four, three,
Let's go.
2, 1. Prepare for lunch.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we are black at it. Okay, listen here. 111 says the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863 granted slaves their freedom, but it took 2 more years before the rest of the slaves held in bondage were told they were free. Knowledge is power. Absolutely. Listen here.
Yes.
You are able to make sure you like, share, subscribe, and also hashtag Queen City. Okay. Now
Yes.
we have Rico in the building. Rico says, peace and blessings, love. Well, peace and blessings to you, honey. And thank you for coming by. If you want to donate, you can go there. If you want the link, there we are on StreamYard. And once again, for adult audiences only, must be 18 plus to hang out the Butterfly Lounge. Welcome to the Queen City Butterfly Lounge. Okay. Please subscribe, share, and like. Thank you for your support.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, get into this. I wanted to read a few poems before we got into the show. So let's go ahead. This one is by Billy Marie, June 2020. The True Independence Day. My neighbor wished me happy Juneteenth yesterday. I felt alive seeing it back. Yeah, happy Juneteenth. Now, we can say it without feeling threatened, without feeling alone or lame. We can say it minus that chip weighing our shoulders and absent to the lump of shame sitting on our chests. We can sing out Happy Juneteenth at a new metallic tone, like when we wished each other Merry Christmas, when we say it loud with joy and release and uplifting confidence, that if one doesn't wish it back, that one is one of the sad and sorry lost who must suffer. Juneteenth, you say, whoever heard of that holiday? Miss Horton would stare you down like you don't know your tongue from your ass. She heard you say, I learned of the true Independence Day of our nation. As a young student of 17 in public school, learned truths my program parents couldn't teach. from one of God's messengers of truth manifests in the form of a high school teacher. I found out because I wanted to know why the F up ish I saw each day happened mostly to people who were brown and mostly not to people who weren't that color. And I wanted to know why, to really get the crux of why, even though my skin is peachy tan cream, why I'm black too. What's that mean anyway? Really? Do you know? Do you? Not till someone knows, shows you to. Not till someone who knows shows you to. Or you just forget who they told you you were. Then you too will be able to find the truth. Only because of desire and pure will to understand and pure will to understand. But if you don't want to know or care to not know, then you never knew of Juneteenth. And this is all new. And you think, how do these folks know just what to do? On a brand new holiday that trumps the other one they tried to fake, because no nation is free while it enslaves its own fundamental roots, choking truth to hide its own crimes, holding back light to wallow in pitiful darkness. J4 is nothing. Juneteenth is all. You never were free till you freed all your sons, and you cannot be till you see all offsprings free. Until you hold the truth in your heart, you can never really be free to be who you are. So, really, any Independence Day was of undercover blanks, a reminder of the lie. While enslaved mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers walk with free minds on this land, and you celebrated your own cruel spiritual demise without understanding or true purpose defined. But now, look at the colors we have given you again, O nation stained in blood and terror. Look at what we have given as a token of our love and forgiveness. Juneteenth, all is Juneteenth, the one and only true day to symbolize the day you finally took the first step to step away from your own chains, the ones you tried to use to bind me. This one day we give you, symbolizing that this nation is finally now and forever a sponsor and supporter and endorser of the free. Happy Juneteenth.
Nice. That was awesome. That
Yes.
was great.
So, how do you feel? I mean, with it being Juneteenth,
Mhm.
um, how do you feel? What's the energy for you?
Oh, it's been an amazing day. Well, initially when I woke up today, um, I did see some news of of a situation at a Juneteenth event, and unfortunately, a wife and mother, and I believe one of their children, unfortunately lost their lives at an event. So that was a little disheartening, but for the most part, it's been a great day, and I'm proud of the progression, we've made since, like some of the history that you shared and, slavery and different things like that. But I still believe that we have quite a bit of a ways to go. Um, and I just really hope that we see a lot more unity in our community, in our lifetime, in this lifetime. The the separation and different things that go on within the community, it can be disheartening, and I wish we did a lot more to try to bring peace and unity amongst us, but we'll see. I'm hopeful. but I am proud of the progression we've made so far. And how do you feel?
Well, I feel like there are room and there's plenty of areas that we can always touch up on, but the differences that we are making in our communities and in the encounters that, that we're presented, I feel like the job it doesn't stop just because this is the holiday. Yeah, we're going to celebrate today, and also we're going to carry on this energy. We're going to continue this energy, and so what it has done for me is just really helped me step up to the plate, walk into my purpose, and just be thankful and grateful for all of those that have come before me, that paved the way, for today, is the strength, the rebuilding, the shackles are off of me. And so that has been my motto: get those shackles up off of me, and I'm ready to accept the challenge and whatever hurdle that I have to go over, blood, sweat, and tears. I want to get it honestly, I want to get it from the ground up, and I will utilize the skills that the ones that have come before for us, utilize their ways of, getting together and being together and supporting your black businesses. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, the black dollar circulated 36 times before it left out of our community. I don't know what the current day of the black dollar is circling around, but I'm pretty sure it's not the numbers that we had back then. And my goal is to always push Tulsa, Oklahoma, Greenwood. Greenwood is the original, you know, the Black Wall Street that had come later, but it's originally Greenwood. And so, just being here and um, being able to go and visit here soon some of the mass graves, because we need to know who these people are. We need to know where they come from. These are our people. The mass graves, and I'm willing to go up in that cemetery, and I'm willing to take you all along as well.
Wow, that's going to be powerful. And you know what? You said so many really good points, Queen Tulsa. And you not only just reminded me of this, but also Ka. He also did, some content earlier on Juneteenth. And you're right. This is a day to honor and show gratitude to our ancestors and the ones that have paved the way, that have contributed to the progression in the community. So absolutely, I agree with that. Um, and you also there was something else that you mentioned. You are in a very historical, I mean, oh, I forget sometimes you are in the heart of a lot of monumental moments in the Black community. Black Wall Street, right? That was in Tulsa, am I correct? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. No,
Oh,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
letting you talk.
Oh, okay. I apologize, but I believe Black Wall Street, right? Was
Greenwood.
there in
So yeah,
Tulsa?
it
Greenwood.
was originally Greenwood, but it later became a name of Black Wall Street. But it's originally Greenwood, and what you see now today on Greenwood, it just shows you like a little stretch of businesses that was in Greenwood. Greenwood went all the way down, and it was businesses, hospitals. We had our own everything: hospital, uh, uh, bus
Wow.
system, train, uh, uh, transit for around the town that was black owned. Yeah.
Are you familiar with Judge Evie? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think she had recently shared something, and I think she had like relatives or something.
Okay, Sammy, respectfully, let's just not address people that aren't here on the panel.
Okay, I apologize, Queen.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, I apologize.
No, but
Um,
what I was going to say is rebuilding, rebuilding. And whether we're doing it here in Tulsa, whether you're doing it where you are, whether somebody's doing it where they are, we need to come together and we need to push it and be
yes,
around like minded people, you know?
absolutely, I agree. You're right. But yeah, I think, that's amazing what you want to bring to your platform. And oh my goodness, I will definitely be tuned in for that. That sounds awesome.
Yes. I'm really excited. It's just, let's speak on it. Individuals that I reached out to, I'm like, hey, let's get together, let's do something, let's work together. It's always yes, and then it becomes something else. And I'm gonna
I
address
understand.
something. I don't do not come to me telling me if you want me to be on the show, don't tell me how
Hmm.
you want me to act and this, that, and the third.
Mm, yeah, I yeah.
You know,
Um,
oh, I need you to be
I'm
funny and I need you to be this and no, I'm gonna be myself.
yeah.
I'm not scripted. I don't plan on being scripted. If I have a
Hmm.
script to read, that's a whole different thing. But I'm not a scripted creator. And being vulnerable, I feel like I'm paving a way and letting people know like
Absolutely.
it's okay to thrive, survive, and you know,
Mhm.
and whether if you don't like it, you're just gonna have to see it. And
Mhm. I hear
you're just
you.
gonna have to continue to keep tuning in, you
Right.
know?
Right. I
So
I hear you.
yeah. I just
Okay.
just want to
And I
put that out.
apologize. I
No,
understand.
well, it was needed to be said, and it just in general, and that's for who if the shoe fits, please put it on,
Mhm.
you know.
Right.
And I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I just when you know who you are and you have self-love and you have boundaries and you have non-negotiables and you are in therapy and you are doing your regimen, just protecting your peace.
Right.
It just some people won't be in a space like you might be ready to move forward with something. Well, it could be something that I may not be ready for. So moving
Mhm.
at your own pace and rolling solo is the best way. I'm just gonna say that. Solo, I like to drive. You in the passenger seat, you riding shotgun.
Right.
I'm driving. You see us rolling through Queen City.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. No, you're right. And I
Yes.
love that. No, and that was well said. And I think self-awareness, absolutely, Rico. Oh my gosh. Um, I think that's so important. And it's funny that you say that. Um, how, okay, so what are your thoughts on,
Remy
okay,
Ma
let's
and
see.
son.
Oh, well, there's that. There- So, do you see how the media is making Remy the face of this situation with her son? What do you think about that?
Girl, I think that if she went down to the slammer, the kids should have been, I mean, they should have been well aware of what that feels like because they didn't have their mother for X amount of years. And I really feel like it's the culture. I feel like it's, um, you know, parents are making these children grow up too soon. They're helping them
Mm,
grow up very fast. Um, and then spoiling them. Oh, my mama didn't do this for me, so I'm gonna do this for my kid, and well,
mm,
you're raising a lazy couch bum.
mm,
You know,
mm.
I'm not saying be selfish with the finances, but like teach them life skills,
Yes.
domestic skills. Buying something all the time isn't gonna. That's masking your pain. That make you feel good.
Mm,
That's your
mhm,
feeling good. They like, oh, a gift
mm.
out of the blue. Ooh, good. Mama thought about me. No, mama was in pain. And I think that
I think
she needs to
mhm.
get down to the root of that.
One of the things that we connect on, because I've heard you speak on this topic, is parenting. You are very involved, with your children. I hear how um, you work around bedtime. You do a lot of things with your children involved, and I love that. And I think that's important and something that needs to be discussed a lot more, because I think at times some parents are not hands on. And I think that that's how a lot of things sometimes go missed in children's lives because they don't feel like I can talk to mommy or daddy. They're always busy. They're always telling me to go to my room, or they're always
Mhm.
telling me to just, figure it out. They're not available to me. They're not, um, and, you know, I know that we have a lot as parents, a lot of things that we have to try to combat because our kids are innocent. Um, they don't know or understand, um, agendas, things that are happening, why they're happening, who's behind it. They don't know how to discern certain things. They can't tell bad people from good people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have a huge responsibility. And I know sometimes, our kids can have a tendency to maybe not speak to us, but like in my household, we keep a very, positive, happy environment. So if my son comes home from school and he's like sad and I pay attention to those things. I look at him, how was your day? What went on, who's this, who's that. These are the conversations that I feel like we need to be having with our children and be attentive and observe their behaviors and changes in them, because when we don't, I mean, our kids can be bullied. I mean, there's all types of things that unfortunately children are dealing with these days that, like, I just feel like if we are stronger parental units, we can help prevent a lot of the things that our children are experiencing right now or that they have to face right now. What and what do you think?
Well, you know what? I feel like you're spot on. And, yes, being available and also making time for you as a mother, as a wife, and also making sure your environment is healthy for your spouse. Like if you're a stay at home mom or if kind of be at home, make sure the house is clean.
Yes.
Make sure that laundry's going.
Yep.
Make sure,
Mhm.
some food is it, cook, you got a plan for it, or whatever the case may be. So, and use your therapist. Stop running to your partner, telling him all your stress and all your business and all this and that and that. You're gonna drive that man. to the upper room. Okay. So get therapy. I'm a big advocate for therapy. Get therapy. And, because this is a time and place for everything. The time to get it out is on that, because I do virtual on that phone with the time that we have. Get it out,
Mhm.
use those coping skills, and then, do a follow up next time, but also start journaling. And that's one thing that I be journaling, but just not that, because ain't nobody about to know my feelings. Hello?
I hear
No,
you.
no, but you can always use your phone and things like that. But use your notes. That way you can like notate, okay, well, I'm feeling like this right now. How long did it last? Or this situation happened. What am I feeling? And just,
Yes,
yeah, but you got to get professional help.
absolutely.
So, are
This
you
is your
inspiring the world, Sammy? And if so, how? Let us know.
um I would like to think so. Um, I always try to come with a positive message, even in the midst of, shade and maybe a little bit of get back. You know what I'm saying? I still always try to bring it back around to just being uplifting because I really don't like discord and beefing and whatever, but I know that that's kind of how I
When
came
you say
into.
beefing, what is beefing?
Oh, beefing is, I would say, the going back and forth with an individual that you may not be on the best of terms with. How's that? What do you think?
Oh, okay. So it's a going back and forth.
For it to be beef, yes, in my
Oh,
opinion. What you think?
I don't know what a beef is. I'm trying to know.
Oh,
Trying to get
now,
to know.
QT, are you serious?
I seriously
QT.
don't know what a beef is.
Okay, so okay, have you not been in any type of beef situation or
Oh, no, I don't think I have.
you know what? I don't know either. I don't think you have either. I don't know. I mean, listen. What are the people saying? What do they say in the comments? Do y'all agree with me in my definition of beef or
Y'all let us know. See,
oh
let us know, please. We want to know.
um but I mean I would hope that in some way, even if it's just one person that I touch, with something that I said, and I get those comments, and it kind of lets me know, like, okay, as long as one person received me, I'm okay with that.
Oh, I found it.
Ooh,
It was
but
the lyrics from Foxy Brown's. Oh, yeah. It says, "What's beef? Beef is when bees think it's sweet. See y'all fronting in the streets and let my gag meet ya." Oh,
speaking of Foxy,
I'm so corny like that. I forgot the lyrics
you
because like, "What's beef?" And I was like, "Dang, what's my line?"
and see, I didn't even know that that was a whole song. Look, that went over my head. Went over my head. Where
Like,
two or more are gathered, honey. That's right. Shout out
yes,
to 111.
yes. Said allegedly. Oh, allegedly. Oh, beefing is really people who are battling themselves. Oh,
Oh,
get into it. I think that's the message right there. That's it.
or that. Well,
That's
I feel like, you cannot respond to it, and leave them battling with themselves. Absolutely.
okay. We can learn from each other because knowledge is power. Amen.
Knowledge is power.
That's
Absolutely.
from the album Broken Silence of my favorite albums. Yes. Oh yeah, it's like I'm gonna play it when I get up off of here. You know how YouTube is. And I don't need Foxy coming behind me. But I did see that she
Child.
um, making headlines too. So when it comes to I guess we can like wrap up that topic and then move on to a next one. But our closing arguments on Remy Ma and her son.
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like a situation. I mean, if they're putting this information out there in the media, um, I'm sure there's been an investigation, and he has somehow been found to be in connection with this, said situation. So, I mean, if that's the case, you know, God bless him, and God bless Remy. I don't think any mother would want to see their son in this type of situation facing this type of a charge. Um, so, my prayers are with them, and I guess we'll have to stay tuned and see how this unfolds.
Yeah. I mean, and you can be a great parent, but you just don't know. You just don't know. But that's why
That
I
part.
believe in the open communication, like you're saying, like, the kids, should be able to come and say, hey, mom, like we were out at the library, I want to say a week ago, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I told my middle child, I was like, well, go and get, I was like, go and get a reading book. You know how they have those little when you go to the library and the kids can sign up for like the book club and they'll give them
Okay.
like so many books to read and then they'll give them like an IHOP deal so they can go to
Yes.
so they can go to IHOP or whatever. So to my
Yep.
middle child, I was like, all right, so let's just listen because I'm always a mom that's on a budget. Oh, it's free. Oh, the kids get free this. Oh, all
Right.
three y'all need to get it.
That's right.
I'll be like,
It, there is nothing wrong with that, honey.
all three y'all go and get it. So then, um, she was like, um, she was looking. Well, I think she when she came back, but she was like, I don't like talking to people, and I was no, it was a
Oh,
it was something that she did, but I was noticing, and she wanted to like brush it off, and I was like, no, let's visit that.
yeah,
What's going on? Let me know what's going on so I'll have a
right.
better understanding of going forward. And we learned that she don't like talking to people, which is good. When it comes to
Mm.
like strangers and stuff around us, can't get her to stop talking.
But
Which
that was good. You went to address something that you observed, that, hey, what's going on? Talk to me about that. And I think that's a good start, and that opens up that door. Because as a young girl, I wasn't allowed to say a lot of things, or we didn't talk about, and I think having those conversations in regards to our bodies and different things, like, we have to raise our children with awareness as well.
yeah,
um so I'm all for open and honest communication, in my own household. Like, I'm not going to rely on teachers and the school system to really prepare my child for life in this world.
right.
um so I really think that's important.
Ab-
um
Oh,
yes.
oh, we had someone pass away. What's
Oh,
his name?
really?
Mm-hmm. I sent it to my Instagram. I'll just pull it up from my phone. But it was a legendary baseball player.
Hmm. Let me turn this.
Um,
When did this happen? Because I must have missed that story.
this happened, I believe, today, if memory serves me correctly.
Oh, wow.
Um, or it may have been yesterday. Okay. It says legendary baseball player Willie Mays passes away at 93 years
Willie
old.
Mays.
Hmm.
Wow. God
Shout out to our
bless
friends over
him.
at the Shade Room. We're sending our
Yes.
condolences to the loved ones of legendary baseball player Willie Mays following the news of his passing. According to NBC News, the San Francisco Giants announced his passing in a statement. It is with
Wow.
great sadness that we announce that San Francisco Giants legend and Hall of Famer Willie Mays has passed away peacefully this afternoon at the age of 93. The Hall of Famer was famously nicknamed the Say Hey Kid, played in both the Negro Leagues and Major Baseball (MLB). Throughout his career, he played with the Giants, who originated in New York before relocating to San Francisco. Mays was a part of the team from 1951 to 1952, then again from 1954 to 1972. He won he won the 1954 World Series during his time with the team. He also played for the New York Mets from 1972 to 1973. May's family, oh, before joining the coaching staff, we're keeping Willie May's family lifted in prayer during this time. Yes, we are. We sure are.
Yes.
I mean, and he was
Yes.
handsome back then too.
Legendary.
Oh, he was a catch.
Oh, Willie Mays is legendary. Wow.
Yes. Here, let me pull
Um,
up a photo of him. Y'all, can we get well, Mr. Willie Mays, honey? Yes. Oh, honey.
legendary baseball player.
Mr. Willie Mays. Amazing.
Wow.
Love a great
So
sport.
Juneteenth, 2024.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, look at him. I mean, he just had that look. Like he kind of looked like Dr. Dre in this photo. What you think?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. He does favor him.
Yeah,
Let's see what I want
I
to
know
see
that's
that Giants photo. That looks like a nice one.
this one.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, baby, he
Oh yeah.
swagged out. Oh, baby, he listen. Oh, baby, he swagged out. He
You know Willie
swagged
Mays
out.
was that dude, honey.
Yes. He
Legend.
let
Okay. Shout out to him.
And look at him right here. Ooh, he has some nice arm. Look at all them veins. Oh, let me stop. Sorry.
Well,
Look
listen,
at
God
him.
bless his soul. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Legend. That's awesome. That's a nice pick right there too.
This one.
Mhm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Nice smile. Very clean.
Right.
Oh,
Willie
yes.
Mays, that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're gonna definitely celebrate him.
Yes.
Mr. Lake. Oh, he's May 6th. He's a Westfield,
Okay.
Alabama. Oh, he was from Alabama. Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alabama be listen, there's some greatness that comes from the state of Alabama. There
Oh,
is.
yes.
Um,
Yes.
let me
Oh, he was
see.
a
So
okay, it says I'm sorry.
did it no, I'm sorry. Did it say June 18th or the 19th? Did he pass away
Oh,
today
it
or
said
yesterday?
June 18th. So it was
Oh, okay.
yesterday.
So okay.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, it says Willie Howard Mays Jr., nicknamed the Say Hey Kid, was an American professional baseball center fielder who played 23 seasons in Major League Baseball, regarded as one of the greatest players ever. Mays
Mm-hmm.
ranks second behind only Babe Ruth on most of all
Wow.
time lists, okay? Including those
Period.
of
Mem-
Sporting News and ESPN. Yes.
wow.
Ooh,
Yeah,
they got me
greatness.
going for some reason. Ooh.
You
Well, at
know
least
what?
he was able to celebrate his birthday. He just had a birthday.
You remember the little cards that we used to trade when we were younger. Child, you get your hands on a Willie Mays card, it was over. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, that's what's
Mm-mm-mm.
up.
So listen here. Um, in closing, this was a great get together. The panel was open to all. Thank you for coming by and showing support and grad
Thank you for having
the
me.
panel. You are so welcome. So let's see. Okay, we got one more story to cover. Okay, let's see.
Well, what'd
Uh,
you think about the? I'd love to kind of talk to you about this. So the Angela Stan King and Tamar Braxton, that little what's your thoughts? Go ahead.
I thought it was very tacky. And anytime that you will go to Massa and say, hey, drag my black sister. I mean, we already know that you got a hard master. Can you just drag a little bit more? I know that my sister had her little issues in the past where 911 had to be called, and we don't know exactly the extent of what went on and how it went on. But I'm just going to go to Massa and just tell him to add a little bit more pressure. I mean, add a little bit more pressure on my sister's neck. When I know that she's a black woman out here that's trying to make a dollar so she can keep a roof over her head, it was given very
Well,
master to me.
oh wow, I was not expecting that.
Mhm. But you,
Um,
Sammy, that's just like me going and a dude that you done dated and y'all not together. I ain't have nothing to do with it. And I go over and
mhm,
take a photo with him. That is so inappropriate on so many levels. And they say a
mhm,
picture say 1,000 words or more.
mhm.
I'm just gonna say that
So
it was a girl code violation.
Tamar Braxton was a guest up on a panel. I believe it was with uh I don't know if I
Angel
could say
Stanton.
the name. I'm sorry, say what'd you say?
Oh, you talking about Angela Stanton?
Yeah, she no. Tamar Braxton was a guest on a panel. This was a few years ago, a couple years ago. Um the topic was about Angela Stanton's son or daughter, what
JB.
respectfully correct. And I know you're familiar with JB's, yes.
Yeah, that's sis.
So Tamar had inserted herself in when Angela and JB's were, they're great now. They have a good relationship now, but back in the day, the Dr. Phil days, and you know, when Angela wasn't trying to, she was against them trying to make her acknowledge him as a female when, you're familiar with her stance on that situation. And so Tamar had inserted herself and had made a comment that said that her uh, that Angela Stan didn't matter, that as his mother, she didn't matter, something to that effect. So that's why she put that in her caption. Remember when you said, or when you told my son I didn't matter? Well, I said the same thing to your man, and he agreed. So it was her get back at her from that time ago, if that makes
Well,
sense, if I'm just to give you a different perspective. That,
Oh no, thank you.
respectfully.
No, thank you for saying that. No, it was definitely taken out of context. And A, it was below the belt because you're sitting up here talking about your child. And like you said, now they have a good relationship. However, rejecting your child and forcing your beliefs on your child and publicly doing it, do we not think about the child then? What that does to the child? They still have a life, they still have people to go around. Let's say this.
Mm-hmm. I I
I can
think the word
totally
rejected.
no, it was
Which
no, it was I don't feel like anything was taken out of context. It was real life. And at one point in time, I had to let my mother and my father go. And there's
mm,
nothing wrong with it.
right.
Nobody is gonna and respectfully, because everybody have different journeys, everybody have different relationships. My dad in particular, he wasn't there.
Mm, mm-hmm.
And you got to get the book. So anywho,
I
um
know that's right.
I feel like it was taken out of, because if you don't know what it feels like to be in those shoes, I mean, forget, oh, I can understand you. Have you walked this walk? Have you felt this experience that I've been experienced? No. So it'd be
Mm-hmm.
easy for us to be like, oh, well, you should have. Sometimes in situations, it's
That's right.
more complicated than you think. So
That's
I feel
right.
like,
Which is why. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think Tamar was wishing JB well. It's like, don't let her stop you. Like, you don't need her to validate you. You don't need her to, uh, you know, acknowledge
Mm-hmm.
you. If she don't want to do it, then let her get herself together. Let her work. Let life work on her. Let God work with her. You go out. You to be the best that you can be. Don't be a product of your environment. Don't be a product of. I mean, she has a history
Right.
of going to jail and fraud. And I don't care if you did it for your kid or not. You still did it. Your kids know about it. So be everything that I'm not. That is not of
Now,
character.
I get that perspective, but respectfully, like, as a mother that's very heavily involved in my child's life and did, everything I could to raise them as best as I could, like, for me, that would be a little bit disrespectful to tell my child that. That's like, you know, I honor thy mother and thy father, and I know that our parents make mistakes
Don't,
too.
and it also says in the Bible, don't provoke your children.
I understand there are things that, and sometimes we do have to walk away from toxic situations and unhealthy environments that are
Now,
not
JB pronouns
conducive
are
to.
she, her, and hers.
Say that again.
JB's pronouns are she, her, and hers.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, and so, I just, again, I don't like to get in, that is family business, mother and her child. And I know, we have our opinions and things, but again, the way that I'm trying to do things within my household, like, I would just hate for someone to, that's not in that, in our situation, in our home, I guess, putting their beliefs off on, my child. Um,
But you would be the person that's in that situation. You saying that you don't want nobody else to push their beliefs off on your child, but you would be pushing your beliefs off on your child.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a sticky situation, and I think that in the Black community, It's always hush. We gonna no, this ain't what it's supposed to be, and we gonna take you to church and we gonna pray this up out of you. If y'all willing to do that and y'all willing to have and y'all want to raise up mad individuals that's got a
Mhm.
vengeance towards their parents and you know they gonna live life anyway. I mean, you only hurt yourself.
Well,
You know,
well,
if the
respectfully,
parent only hurts themselves.
if I could just say, I don't know what you've heard when it comes to Angela Stan King, but what I've heard in regards to JB's, she is accepting of his
Of her,
lifestyle as far as
her,
his
her,
uh I'm
Sammy.
sorry. I'm sorry. I just realized
It shouldn't be that hard, Sammy. JB
I,
has had breast augmentation. I don't like that.
okay, and
I
see,
feel
I
like it's
wasn't educated.
well, no,
Okay.
because you talk to me on a daily, and I think that's I think that's very disrespectful.
I apologize. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No,
Um,
it's just letting me know right now and today
mhm.
respectfully. I enjoy you, but that's if that's how you look at JB, that's how you look at me. I'm sorry, sis.
I understand.
All right. I'm just I'm not going to sit here and act like mm-mm. I don't want fake lies. When you on that fake, that's what gets me. That's what gets me. That gets me. Oh, if you ever want to like get me,
I
I gotta
apologize. And
publicly.
I'm not
Well,
trying to.
no, I'm just gonna publicly. No, you only apologize that you got caught because you had already felt like Angela Stanton. And if you know Angela Stanton, she's rah 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 back in the day. And if that's the Angela that you're rolling with, then we just. I love you. I care
No.
about you. I just, I can't. No, I can't put myself in this situation.
Right.
So publicly, I
Um,
just want to say I gotta separate myself from that. I just no. That was a trigger for me, Sammy. And
I
I was
understand,
wondering,
Miss
and I was
Hustler,
like,
and
you were just so
mhm.
comfortable with saying he and this and that, and it's like, damn, if you look at my sister like that, then what makes me any different?
um, what's different is I'm closer to you. I don't really follow JBs like that, and um, even with connecting with you, this is a new type of. I don't know anyone else. Um, and so I'm not trying. Like, there's really nothing I can say. I'm not trying to make any excuses for my ignorance, but and I've said this that maybe I didn't know that
Hold on,
JB's
let me
has
just say this. Am I missing something? Is JB running around her saying that her pronouns are he and his?
no, no, not that I know of,
So what are
but
the
it's
pronouns that
gonna
you know of?
um okay. My perspective was as far as Angela as the mother, and I wasn't trying to speak on their situation per se. I was speaking from, what I've seen from her perspective. And I was just stating that because you mentioned that, you know, I guess we as women try to take our kids to church if we see any sign of an alternative lifestyle or what have you. But I was just trying to let you know that from what I've seen, she has respected her um, as far as what she chose to um, do as far as lifestyle, but it was the addressing her as a female that she wasn't able to do um because of
I
what
don't
her
think
child was born as, and
I don't I
that's
don't
the only
think that it was
perspective.
I don't think that it was that. I think that it was
Mhm,
being labeled as trans woman. My thing is nobody's
mhm.
trying to steal nobody's womanhood. Like
And I
she
don't think that.
but listen, I guess a lot of people are so confused. Like, do
Mhm.
y'all how do we go to the restroom? We don't need a reminder.
Thank you, Queen Tulsa. And that's what, if we are to be honest, I would say confused it is.
Stay out of people's underwear and just
I
see people
understand.
for
That's
what
why
they
I
are.
said I try not to go.
Present
I try not
themselves.
to cross these lines, but I know that it is a hot topic right now. And I did want to have this conversation with you. And again, I apologize, for my ignorance and um
No, it was more like gaslighting. I wouldn't call it a hot topic. It was gaslighting. It wasn't nothing cute for me. Um, I
right.
just I mean, is JB walking around in men's clothes?
No, no.
Okay. So we gotta it's not our place to sit up here and point and point and point. We can disagree, we have our own opinions, but we have a lot in our own, and we don't know where people are in those headspaces. Do you know the suicide rate is very high in my community? And it's because of our community.
Right. You're right. Yep. It's within our community that the hatred and the, yeah, it is.
I'm just saying there's good and there's bad in each and every person, right? There's good and bad in everybody.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
if we don't judge them so quickly,
Hmm.
it's like just, I mean, be observant, be on your P's and Q's, but, try to give people a chance. Try not to listen to what you heard. Go
Right.
talk to that person, get to know that person because you don't
For
know what type
yourself.
of mind space they was in. You don't know what
Hmm.
type of, environment they was in. You don't know if that person just maybe got we just never know. But
Absolutely.
I don't think that we should be just like women, they don't like to be groped and all that. It feels like groping. Why do we have to talk about my sex parts because somebody
Come
don't feel like
on.
I'm a
Why does sex have to be as far as your preference? Why is that important when we're being introduced to people?
y'all
Why is
worried
that
about the wrong
important?
ones. See, listen here, y'all worried about the wrong ones. Baby, we out loud and proud. It's the ones that are
Hmm.
not out loud and proud that you need to be worried.
Right.
Y'all need the wrong direction. Reroute
Hmm.
and go investigate them. Okay. And what this is, and this is my thing, love your child. My child is trans. I'm going to love my child. I don't give a damn what anybody says. And
Right.
I take somebody out behind mine.
Absolutely.
Let my child be a child. When my child is an adult, then my child can make adult decisions. But let
Hmm.
my child be a child is the only thing I ask people. Let my child be a child. Don't come asking me about my child. Why my child
Right.
dressing like this?
I agree.
Because my child is loved. My child has support at home. And maybe this is a phase for my child, but I'm not here to dissect each and part. No, I'm observant. I'm here. I'm aware. You got me.
Hmm.
But once as parents in the black community, once you start with that hate around the house, ain't no F words in my house. I didn't raise no F word and this, that, and the third. Then it's
Right.
like you're building, okay, so now you closing your communication
Hmm. Right. You're
before you
right.
Everything's gonna
That
be
is
up,
the best way to shut a child down. Yeah, when
but everything's gonna
I've
be up in
experienced.
here on the inside.
Yep,
And what
built
happens when
up,
your shit is just building up, building
built
up, building
up.
up, building up,
Mhm.
building up,
You
and then you
explode.
lash out.
Yeah. So what do you think about T.S. Madison
Oh
and
my
her
goodness.
mom and that? Yeah, did you see that?
I did
And I
actually.
was
Let me
be
know. I was supposed, I'm covering
and I
her.
really appreciate you. I I'm sorry again.
No,
Thank
sis,
you.
no. I was like, no, it was a trigger for me. No, I let
I
you know. I was like, that
understand.
was a trigger for me. It took me into a space, and I had to take, I had to bring myself back together. And it was like,
I
no,
appreciate you
you
for
know,
that.
I knew it wasn't you. It was just that moment. And I was like, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
but what were you
Thank you
saying? I'm
for,
sorry to cut you off.
because I was like, no, I don't want us to end on that note, because I really don't mean any type of disrespect at all. Not at all. But I totally understand where you're coming from. Um, but some of the
Going forward,
comments were,
but listen,
yes, go ahead.
but going forward, if you're not sure, you can ask somebody, say, hey, what's your pronouns? And just
Okay.
say, I want to be respectful. Just come off. It's it's how we. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. Hey, how you doing, beautiful? Respectfully, what are your pronouns? Or if you're unsure, don't just be walking around to random women telling some what's your pronouns. But if you're a little curious about a lady, and you just so I can address you correctly. But it's just try to be respectful to people. It's so easy. Like we don't need that one situation to turn into a big brawl
Right.
or beefing. Now that would be beefing, wouldn't it?
It kind of would be. And that wasn't my intent at all. And that's what I was hoping. And I kind of mentioned, I was like, I would love to get your perspective and your view and education ultimately. Um,
Well, Sammy, you know
because
how we are about sisterhood, right? So
yeah,
with Angela Stanton going to go take that picture, that's just like, you know, like I said, me going to go take a picture with with your dude or your ex dude or your in between dude, and maybe
right.
you still grieving him or whatever. Why would I take my black tail my indigenous self over here and
Mhm.
post up with a picture and then come back to the internet to taunt you? Why would I
Yeah.
want to hurt you like that?
I mean, we say it all the time in this sector, sis. You cannot tell nobody how to fight. We say it all the time. I mean, I'm just saying.
But listen, see, while I'm going to tell you where that came from a place of hurt. Hurt people are hurting people. Listen here, don't you know Angela Stanton? Isn't she getting
You
allegedly?
freezing. Wait, is
Yeah,
she what?
she's getting divorced.
Yes, I did. She spoke about that on her platform, and that's what some of the comments were like. Well, isn't she a married woman? But she is. Listen, honey, and
See how
apparently her husband
she's
did some. Oh,
she's
she was
hurting,
very transparent about it. Yeah, she is.
transparent or not. You're hurt. The hurt that's
Hmm.
you're
You're
hurt
right.
behind it. You hurt, so now you about to go hurt somebody else. Because
You're
now you
right.
like, F mine, I don't have to keep it together. I don't have to flodge in front like everything is good because don't think things weren't all peachy and cream before she filed for divorce. They were
Hmm.
having, well, let's just say, allegedly. But I'm just not, I'm not the girl that's gonna come over here and say, oh girl, she just lost some man. Let me go find this man and get on up on him. He's Why are you doing what individuals want us to do? They want us to stay divided. And when you put women together, we might have a little hot physically moment, but if you let us work
Hmm.
it out, we can iron it out. And
Yes. Can we? I know we just did. We
Yeah.
just did for sure.
And we
This was a great example.
that's how easy it
Powerful.
is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how easy it is. It's saying, sis,
But
no, you give your
check
sister
yourself.
the opportunity to say something. You go back and you listen to her, and then she
I don't know why it's breaking up all of a
okay,
sudden.
I'm
That
gonna
is
mute up.
crazy.
Oh, I'm breaking up.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
and
I
I don't
probably
know if it's my connection.
okay. I think I'm good now. Ooh,
You are
child. You know what?
now. But
I'm good
go ahead.
back.
What were you saying?
I'm good back. I'm good back.
I think so.
Oh my
Go ahead. Child, this conversation. Listen, this is one for the books, honey. But this is what we need to have. Listen, this is what we gotta do
yes,
for real, Wani. Facts. This is real. Listen.
got to.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
oh, child. Do we need to roll over there on the next Queen Toaster? Listen, we have
Oh,
been here for an hour and 12 minutes. But no, we're gonna have more great conversations and get togethers like this. And sis, I want to say thank you for, well, first of all, I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to make it right. And thank you for pushing it. Like, whoa, you said it was a hot topic, girl. That was like, woo. That was just like, like you get the spray, like a lighter, and then you get like some spray, and you
yo, listen, you hit us with a couple, and then I threw that one in there, and it was like, okay, I was not expecting that, but I will say, I see I see something really beautiful because one thing about you, when you dismiss people, you're done. Like, and I just was like, oh my gosh, that did not go the way I wanted it to. Definitely didn't mean any type of disrespect or anything. And you were like, see, these fake a lot. I'm like, no, I'm not, I was like, okay, wait. Um, because I have so much respect for you, QT. I really do. Connecting with you, like you said, when we get to know people for ourselves,
Mhm.
um, you really start to see just really truly like how dope they are. Um, and so it's been really cool, like just, having these opportunities. Like I really appreciate when you're like, hey, do you wanna, join or whatever? And when we can collaborate, because it's always a good time and it's a great vibe over here. And so I'm glad that we were able to, and I'm going to do better and be mindful of that. And I appreciate the tip that you gave me because it's this is where we are.
Yeah, well, well, it takes me back because it's like, well, people around me when I've had that journey before, so,
Mhm.
you know, I don't know, it was just I think, that part right there confuses the people. It's like
Mhm.
we not saying go and dress your 7-year old up in a dress. We just simply saying, let your children be children, you know,
Right.
and don't like Bible thump them, don't like just let them be themselves. You just be there, you show up for them, give them the love, and you just learn like when You just show them love and kindness and they talk. They'll tell you what's going on. You don't have to guess
Right.
what's going on. They'll tell you. And they probably won't even know if they're telling you, but how they telling you. You just ask the right questions. But no,
Mhm.
it's a division between black women and trans women. And in some in you know, not all but some, not all, but some, not all but some. It's just like we're not gonna make it that, but even black women have the world against us.
Yes. Yes,
So
we do.
my thing is let's help each other rather than it's 1017 enchanting.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, that was great, by the way.
Mm,
Ooh, that is quite the story.
you felt that?
Child.
Right. No, but we need to love on each other. And this is what we're gonna do. It's not for show and we don't do this just one day. We may not talk all we do reach out. And it's just showing
Yeah.
people how to be a sister. Go ahead and give your spiel, Sammy. I feel like I done got it out.
Really? Well, that's good. I mean, um, this was enlightening, for sure. And like I said, I plan on being better and walking away. My takeaway was definitely to respect how people see themselves and what um they are asking, um and there's nothing wrong with that. And again, just going back to continuing to raise our children the best we can. I definitely don't agree with forcing any type of beliefs on our children. I think once they grow up and they know, the difference between right and wrong, and they start having their experiences, then they're able to formulate and, do what they need to do. But as far as just raising them with awareness and knowledge and just those types of things, I think is just really important. And I don't depend on anyone else to do those types of things. Um and yeah, I agree with the open communication, and of course always just respecting each other. I'm big on that. I talk about that on my platform all the time. um at the very least, let's just respect one another. And so, on that note, I'm happy that we're able to display that level of respect towards each other. And like you said, we've been able to connect and build on this sisterhood. And I'm learning so much from you. And again, I just appreciate you. So thank you. Thank you, Wani.
And I'm like, I might be the little sister, but sometimes I be the big sister because I have to be, you know, I have to raise my siblings, cooking, cleaning, get the book.
Okay. I can't wait.
But no,
I
you
can't wait.
know, I really take my relationships very seriously. And,
You do.
this was a great, because I'm glad, like, I'm like, what? I think what really ticked me was like, that's a big conversation that a lot of people experience, whether they're non-binary and stuff like that. I just be like,
Mhm.
y'all let's just meet people where they are.
That's
You know,
right.
feels good to have a sister, might not know everything, but we can teach each other. It's some stuff that I don't
That's
know.
right.
And I'm gonna be dependent on you to pull my bootstraps up. If I say something wrong, it's like, hey, Quintosa, sis, let's have a chat.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know, so feel free to do the same to me. Like, hey, what's going on here?
Let's talk about this. Yeah. Well, see, that's what it's about. And opening those doors of communication. Um and yeah, again, I just appreciate how you handled that and for hearing me out and just the way it was
I told
awesome.
you I'm very
Great way to correct. Great way to correct. I mean, you've been killing it. You've been killing it.
well.
You
I'm gonna
already
be
know.
honest. I'm gonna be
Go
honest.
ahead.
Remember earlier in the live when I was just like, let's be straight up and you know be mindful of the company that you keep, and
Absolutely.
just know that if you weren't in my company, how I would defend you.
Mm,
And I don't even know JB like that, but I know that she's a part of my community. And so is what you
great
gonna
point.
do? How you showing up for
Mm,
me and I'm not even there?
mm, absolutely. You're right. Great point. Great point. Mic drop.
Mhm.
Great point.
We keep to the 100 over here. Now listen here, Sammy, let the people know where they can follow you at, child.
Thank you so much, Queen Tulsa. Well, I am just call me Sammy One here on YouTube. That's my handle. Just call me Sammy. And so over there you can find me vlogging. We did a little mukbang today, little food tasting, food crawl type of situation. That was super fun. I do a little bit of a podcast every week, but I really want us to, have these conversations. And I invited you to, did I send you information about the panel? I really want to do something, just diving deep
So tell me behind
into
the scenes.
conspiracy. Yes,
Oh,
okay.
but whoop the whoop, tell me behind whoop the whoop scene, right? So
Okay.
just
Well, I'm super excited about that. And
Mm.
hopefully, you guys will see Queen Tulsa on the panel and hear some amazing insight from her and, her contribution to the topic. So I'm excited about it. So you guys stay tuned for that. And yeah, I just want to have fun. I want to keep growing and just being good to people. Like, I'm so sick of seeing all the bad stuff. Like, let's just be good to one another and be mindful, like you said.
um I wanted to piggyback off of something that you said. What did you say?
What about the panel or the respecting one another, being good to each other?
Yeah. Okay, so about no, what was it?
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Mm,
Was it when I was talking about the channel, vlogging?
oh no. I was saying, no, I think I wanted to say this. Just be mindful, like even out here when you are navigating, um,
Hmm.
still being mindful of that too. Because just be mindful of that, this week. Well, the rest of this week.
Okay.
Because we're
Um,
we talk behind the scenes, you're gonna understand why.
okay. So I'll look forward to that then.
Yes. Well, I love you and thank you for being a sister. Thank you for being about women empowerment. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being you. You're worthy, you're loved. Oh, this is what I was gonna do. Sorry, y'all.
Affirmation.
Our affirmations. Okay. I was like, what was I going to say? I was going to tell you, don't let me forget the affirmations.
Ah,
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I want the best for myself
I want the best for myself
and the best for others.
and the best for others.
We all are perfectly complete
We all are perfectly complete
in our way.
in our way.
No one is meant to be like anyone else.
No one is meant to be like anybody else.
Mhm. I deserve to feel good about myself.
I deserve to feel good about myself.
I'm happy and content.
I'm happy and content.
People like me
People like me
and they appreciate who I am.
and they appreciate who I am.
I am a loyal partner.
I am a loyal partner.
I know what I want
I know what I want
and I know that I deserve it.
and I know that I deserve it.
I love you, girl.
Yes.
I
Love you too.
deserve. I love you
Eh.
too. I love you. Girls need love too because we
Oh,
deserve. I
period.
deserve
Love you
peace.
guys. Have a great night.